how the exam question will be asked, for how much marks they will keep, all will be explained. Positional averages, mode and median. Here we are going to calculate mean, median and mode, including graphical determination. There are three distributions. One is called binomial distribution, second one is Poisson distribution, third is normal distribution. All the internal average marks will be taken divided by 3. Hello my dear student, I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I am going to have Business Statistics for third semester BCom introduction class. Here I am going to give the syllabus of the content. I will explain a little bit explanation about the syllabus is considered. We'll move on. Agenda. Here first we're going to explain what are the syllabus contents are, what are the learning outcome come, how many units will come, how much internal will be conducted, how much exam pattern will be here, how the exam question will be asked, for how much marks they will kept, all will be explained. So the syllabus goes like this. Unit 1, statistical data and descriptive statistics. Here we are going to explain the nature and classification of data. So what do you mean by data? What are the classification of data? Then univariate, bivariate and multivariate data, meaning of this data, and we are going to explain unvariate, bivariant, multivariate data, measure of central tendency, mathematical average including the arithmetic mean we are going to calculate, then property and application, positional averages, mode and median. Here we are going to calculate mean, median and mode including graphical determination. Then unit 2, measure of variation and skewness. Here we are going to explain measure of variation, absolute and relative, range. What do you mean by range? What do you mean by quartile deviation? What do you mean by mean deviation? What do you mean by standard deviation and their quotient, properties of standard deviation and variance, and skewness, meaning of skewness, measurement using Carl-Pearson and Boles measure, concept of kurtosis. All will be explained, which is definitely useful in the modern days. Then we'll move on to unit 3, probability distribution, theory of probability. Approach is to calculation of probability, calculation event probability, additional and multiplication law of probability, proof not required, conditional probability and Bayes theorem proof not required, expectation and variance of random variables, then probability distribution, binomial distribution, probability distribution function, constant, shape, fitting of binomial distribution, the Poisson distribution, probability function including Poisson approximation to binomial distribution, constant, fitting of Poisson distribution, then normal distribution, probability distribution of function, properties of normal curve and similar. It's the biggest chapter here. Here we have to explain what do you mean by probability, what the condition of probability, how the problem will be solved. Along with there are three distributions. One is called binomial distribution, second one is Poisson distribution, third is normal distribution. We have to solve the problems on binomial distribution, Poisson distribution and normal distribution along with the probability. Very simple problems you are going to explain. Unit 4, correlation regression analysis. Correlation analysis, meaning of correlation, types of correlation, positive and negative correlation, simple, partial and multiple correlation, linear and non-linear correlation, and scatter diagram, Pearson coefficient of correlation, then correlation and probable error. We are going to care what do you mean by correlation, types of correlation, what are the problem errors are, probable errors are, Spearman rank correlation, coefficient problems are. Here we are going to explain ordinary correlation with probable error and Spearman rank correlation. We are going to solve the problem. Regression analysis, meaning and definition. What do you mean by migration line, regression equation, and their estimation, properties of regression coefficient, relationship between regression. This is a relationship between and regression coefficients, problems. Regression relation we are going to explain here. Then unit 5, index number, meaning and uses of index number, construction of index number, Fisher ideal index number, then with times reversal and factor reversal test, construction of consumer price indices using aggregate expenditure method and family budget method. Skill development, application of MS Excel function in statistical decision making, and students should submit output of the same. So you have to do all these skill activity, collect the age statistics of 10 new married couples, calculate correlation coefficient, recall the use of probability theory in business, identify the applicability of correlation and regression in business decision, then construct consumer price indices with imaginary figure, any other activities which are relevant to the course. Then question paper pattern, we have got 60 marks. First we'll ask 2 marks question 7, you have to answer any 5. Then part B, we'll ask about 4 questions, 10 marks each, you have to answer any 2. Section C, we'll ask the 4 questions, you have to answer any 2, each carrying the 15 marks, totally 60 marks. In the paper minimum, you have to score about 21, totally 40 marks coverage. Then 30 marks internal here. Unit 1 and Unit 2 for the first internal, Unit 3 and Unit 4 for the second internal, then last internal, 5th one, Unit 3. All the internal average marks will be taken divided by 3. So this is syllabus framed here. So I have given a little bit syllabus explanation. We'll go through that. In the next session, we'll start what is business statistics are, what are the contents of the business stats are, and we'll enter to a problem in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next session.